Oh goodness, it's been a while since I've done one of these videos, hasn't it? It's been a while since I've just gotten out in the garden and hung out. I've been busy. It's not something that y'all have seen from your end, really. It's just a lot of stuff going on right now. For instance, outside of YouTube, I'm busy running my company, which this is a part of. I've been wanting to put out some new products. I've got this nice website. I can do a lot of things with it, and I thought, I'm not marketing anything on this. Why not? So I decided to get busy doing that. And I came up with some ideas, and I've been working on some new patterns. What I'm wearing is actually one of them. Yeah, it's a little bit loud, and it was intended to be. I sell these in men's and women's and a lot of other designs on my website, S.A.Trotter.com. Take a look. There's going to be a lot more products hitting too. I'm going to have some bags. I'm going to be having pillows. There's going to be a lot of wall art that's going to be hitting soon. Some really neat stuff, and stuff that you can get like on printed on aluminum that'll really look hot and really pop on your walls. So that's all going to be hitting the website very soon. So that's what I've been spending my extra time on, quite literally long days. Last night I worked until a little after 9. I was about 9:30 before I knocked off. And I usually start at 7 a.m. So I'm putting in the hours, folks. I'm grinding, but there's a lot to do here. I've had a whole house to remodel, redo, and I'm still working on it. Like this patio right here, I'm about to seal it. I've got 5 gallons of sealer coming from the same company I bought the epoxy from to seal the cracks. So a lot of work. The garden behind me has been a lot of work, and there's more about to go into it. I got a lot of fresh stuff back here to harvest. I've got beautiful peppers. I've got some cabbage, beautiful heads of cabbage that have developed now. And there's a lot going on that's still unseen. There's other onions developing, carrots that have become mature. I've planted new stuff, so there's seeds that are now starting to germinate, to come up for the fall stuff. And it was just like last year. I mean, if it doesn't fully develop in the fall, I don't care. It'll winter. The stuff I put in there handled last year's winter, and if it'll handle that little monster storm, the rest of it won't be an issue. So, there it is. Thank you very much. We're going to take a look at some of the stuff I've grown here in just a minute, just to give you what the garden finally did, what it finally crescendoed at. And here we are. This is September, right about to go into October. So it's been a long, long summer that has now come to a close. But there's still more gardening to do. Just because the summer ends doesn't mean the garden ends. For instance, out front I had the okra. I'm still letting it grow. It's still producing okra. It's producing it a lot slower, but it's still blooming. Now I'm going to let some of that okra dry up. I'm going to let the stalks dry where they stand, and then I'm going to harvest that okra. We do the same way you do like harvesting corn and seed saving. And that's what I'm going to do, is I want to save the seeds from it. I want to pick the strongest plants, which I've already done, and I've stopped cutting back the seed pods on those. Okay, now this sunlight, this glare, is about to take out my eyes. So let's take a look at the garden, see what we have going on. Oh, by the way, the shirts, they're a really good price. This is an all over print. These are comfortable, they're very soft, and there's a lot more designs coming. In fact, I just finished a fleur-de-lis design that's really hot looking, and I'm going to be putting that out very soon, as well as a lot of, well, there's going to be just some very interesting stuff hitting. So get ready, a lot to come. Looking forward to it. Alrighty, let's go on in here and take a look. I'll try to get this camera so it works well. Down here we have loads, oh I do mean loads of jalapenos, and a lot of good red stuff down here. Come around this side. So lots and lots of good stuff. Now over here we have those bell peppers. Those things, they were small, but hey, they got a lot of flavor to them. And down below from there, I've got those pimentos down there. Those guys right down there, nice deep red. I have these little teeny tiny poblanos here. Let me see if I can focus here. There we go. Got these little bitty poblanos growing back here. They never really fully developed. And here's our little friend next door. There we are. Let's take a look in here. Now my broccoli, it's still producing broccoli. It's just small shoots, but they're still viable, they're edible, they're good. Down here, yep, you're looking at it, folks. We got us some cabbage going on down there. A few different heads of it. Oh yeah, there's more broccoli right on the other side there. Pardon the brightness of the frame whenever you're dealing with different levels of stuff like this. It gets kind of weird. In the back behind that are Brussels that haven't Brusseled yet. I'm still waiting. The ferns are doing good over there from asparagus. They're going to survive. Those rhizomes will do well. They'll winter well. Down in the back there, I've got onions that are coming ready to harvest. They've bulbed out. And I've got some tomatoes that are starting to rot, look bad. I need to get those in. There's also a lot of new growth on the tomato bushes, the vines. They've picked back up again. They're blooming again, putting out green tomatoes. So here we go again. I'm not going to try to keep up with a whole lot of it, but there's more to come. So when you think your plants are played out, hey, let them live, give them some time in the soil, and who knows, you might get something special. There's those little pimentos down there. I shouldn't say they're little. They're extremely thick, very, very meaty pimentos, and frankly, I have to admit, I have been surprised at how good they've been. So while I've had some problems with some of my other chilies, the pimentos seem to do exceptionally well here. The jalapenos did okay. The bell peppers and the poblanos need a lot of help. So I'm going to change the way I grow my peppers next year. We'll change things up to accommodate some of the needs of the plants. And this dry ground around here is coming with some new sprouts with new plants. Oh yeah. The okra, good Lord. Hey, it got rather tall, didn't it? It's well over my head. Looks like I got maybe some, well, it looks like powdery mildew on my leaves here, a little whitish fungus. Now that I could have pretty easily taken care of just by dusting everything with some sulfur dust. But it started happening so late in the growing season that at this point it didn't matter to me. Okay, so we have the powdery mildew hitting, not a problem. On some of these other plants that lost their leaves to it, they're starting to re-sprout at the base. But I'm going to take them out because, you know, we're going to come into winter. I'm picking my best okra, and then we're going to take that and we're going to use those seed pods for next year. There it is. So these okra plants came out pretty cool. Some of them came out absolutely huge. Very, very strong plants that branched a lot and gave a lot of okra. This one was blooming just the other day, and the one behind me bloomed yesterday. There's another bloom on it now, and this one down here is blooming as we speak. Right here, we got another fresh bloom on it. So these guys are still getting at it. If I wanted to hit them with some sulfur now and try to keep going, I could. But right now, with it being so cool, I'm going to get mostly, I'm going to get okra that's not going to be the best. So come October, that's when they kind of play out. But it's going to take some time for them to die back and get woody. There's only a couple of them I really want for that. I want one that grew the tallest and one that branched the most. And that would be this guy right here. It branched the most, and the one over there grew the tallest. And I'm going to take those seeds and we're going to use those next year. And that's just selective breeding. That's been done for forever. The lawn came out absolutely spectacular this year. Parts of it are dying back. The bent grass is still green. So the bent grass, this is where it has a chance to assert itself. It's going to take over. and it's going to push into a lot of this other stuff. I've got some zoysia out here that it has to fight. That'll be an interesting fight. There it is. That's what I have to say about gardening today. Thanks for watching. Check out my store. Got good stuff there. And please be patient. The cooking videos are coming. There's going to be more garden videos coming. I've just been very, very busy. Thank you very much. And folks, hey, enjoy. Bye-bye.